retired the other Dot because we found out he had a bot farm.
Hey.
Oh, we got to change his name from K Dot to K Bot.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Hold on a second.
Do you believe it?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah,
Fuck him up.
hold on, like,
K Bot.
I feel like this is a last ditch effort to try to take away legitimacy from greatness.
The legitimacy was already taken away by K Bot when he decided that he was going to bot Drake's dislikes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, what's up with that shit?
So
What the fuck?
Information warfare.
This is just another.
you're talking numbers. We're talking impact.
Yeah.
You can't bot that shit to the club.
Yeah.
The
Ain't you
impact was
tired?
determined by the like bar, by the dislike bar. Think about it. The dislikes that K bot are only one piece of the puzzle. There's so much more to this that K bot faked, including the fake allegations that he put on Drake, etc. We're only beginning to uncover all of the information warfare that was taking place.
You should have thought of that, Drake. You should have thought to thumbs down
Adam,
a million
you-
times.
you
Drake thought that he was playing the game with somebody of honor.
No.
He didn't know he was going against a man who was willing to use Russian disinformation, the same thing that Donald Trump was charged with a felony for.
Do you know where this nigga from?
This the hill. This the hill
Compton
right
is
here.
shady. I feel you.
This the hill right here. This
Yeah,
the
I'm
hill.
gonna die right here.
This-
Yeah, fuck it. I'm
this-
done.
This is
Throw me
my.
out the belly. No, I'm just having fun. I'm just making a good podcast. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
No, for sure, buying bots, like, you know, there's so many other messed up things you can do in war.
I just feel like
You can
the
literally creep on somebody and like blow their fucking brains out, and that's just part of war.
But the
so
but the
yeah,
thing
you
is
can buy
this-
some dislikes. Okay,
But Drake's machine is so much disproportionately larger.
Pause.
And the
we saw the photo. We already know he has a big dick lush. All right, keep going.
meat reviews aside, the whole entire system in place that's pushing Drake and getting him to as many ears and eyes as possible is so much disproportionately larger than Kendrick's is. For him to do little things like that is nothing but strategic. Plus, it doesn't take away in any regard to, like what Brick said, you can't fake what you're hearing outside. There's no bots on the
God.
block,
In
city
real
to city,
life.
state to state. That is the record of the summer.
It
That
is.
the most streamed record in
And
history.
do
make
we
niggas-
believe? Hold on, because you guys are so like, oh, Drake was with the girl, but did he do something with the girl? Oh, Kendrick. So we believe this fucking dude that called in on act shit and said that he bought it, and we're just supposed to just go for it.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't even watch it. I don't even know what Axe said about it. I don't know what the allegation was. I was just running with the narrative, so I actually have no fucking clue. But I do like the idea that Kendrick, you're a scammer.
But the thing is, ultimately, like you can't really fake like what this dude accomplished with that, and like Drake, the fact that he's not beyond reproach and you could even use that angle says that there is something there. Even if that angle isn't really right, the fact that it even stuck, because I guarantee, like, they tried to wash me in any way they could, quote unquote. When people tried to destroy your boy as much as they could, and that's not an angle they could ever use on me, because there's not that in the ethos. There's not text with me and 13-year-old up and coming fucking stars hey, that was a great show last night, babe. Here, want some advice about your new boyfriends?
He didn't hit her with the babe.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he did slide the babe in there.
The
huh?
babe
Smooth.
to an 11-year-old is
Babe.
crazy.
Crazy.
No, okay, I feel
You
you.
feel what I'm saying, though?
Compare yourself to Drake and Kendrick.
No, look, I'm just using me. Of
Go
course
ahead,
it is.
Adam. I just wanted to
Of
tell
course
you
it
that.
is. Exactly. And that's on such a microcosmic scale. Of course, it's a way bigger and way more magnified. And when you're dealing with someone,
We saw the picture, bro.
yeah. But
That's what she
This
said.
nigga's face.
Okay, but even at the most heated moments in my back and forth with the ops, with Lush One, etc., never did it even occur to me to like invest in a ton of dislikes or invest in, you know, a bunch of fake views for our content to make us look better. Like that kind of puts you into the mind frame of just how low Kendrick was willing to sink in order to make sure that he got the W in this battle.
yeah.
Although we can't prove that this guy was actually put up to it by Kendrick, although it does kind of seem like that.
We just want your phone, because now I'm thinking that you gave Dot this like strategy, and now you're trying.
He's
to play
used
this.
the strategy.
No,
I've
Adam,
never used
you
the fucking
are
strategy.
The coach of
I have
That's
a
what I'm saying. You
sterling
might have used
reputation
it.
for not buying views, for not buying likes. Anyone who's witnessed the YouTube views on the No Jumper channel over the last however many years, there is not one single instance you can find in which our views look anything other than completely natural, and at times fairly embarrassing. There's been plenty of times in which I would have loved to have an extra 50,000 views, an extra 100,000 views just to keep up appearances. Did I actually go for it? No, I'm not that fucking
did
pathetic.
Sharp buy dislikes on Cecil's interview?
I doubt Sharp.
What
did.
sus interview are you talking about?
Nah, because they was trying to clown him in the Reddit. I'm just talking
Did
shit.
Sus have a fucked
It
up
was some
dislike
bullshit.
ratio on,
No,
on an
nah.
episode?
It was a bullshit. I think he did like 3K in a day, and they tried to drag my boy for it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. But in general, I would say that it's very unlikely that anybody would have to like buy dislikes. I've had people buy dislikes on my
Buying
stuff over the years.
dislikes is kind of hilarious. though.
And it's insane because you can't even view the dislikes unless you have the Chrome extension so that you're able to view the dislikes. Like
Right.
95% of people who are watching this right now have no idea how many dislikes this
But
has.
that does deprioritize you in the algorithm. It does like dislikes do have an effect.
Yeah,
in
right?
theory.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
theory.
yeah, yeah.
sure.
I've heard from very, very prominent YouTubers that the likes and the dislikes literally have almost nothing to do with how the content
But
performs.
isn't him buying dislikes like the digital equivalent to 50 Cent buying 5,000 tickets to Ja Rule's concert? So there'll be no one in the first.
That low
50
key it
rows?
is.
Except for the fact that the performance,
Right?
the performance of your records is pretty much like how people determine how well your records are doing. So it's able to, what the fuck?
I don't know.
It's able to paint a more immediate narrative than like buying tickets for a random fucking show, which is like nobody really gives a fuck. Like, yeah, you can have a bad look if somebody gets a photo of you performing to a dead crowd or whatever, but I feel like it's far more heinous. It's
Well,
far,
you'll be-
it's information warfare on a crazier
This is
level.
a Drake fan just
that's what I'm saying.
Drake
No,
fan,
I'm
for
being
real.
literally-
Yeah. That's what
My
we're going
opinion
with.
on this is completely valid and completely legitimate. It's not like something that you would need to be a massive Drake fan in order to feel that way.
You're literally the first person that I've spoken to born in America that's even brought this up. It's all my Canadian homies, and they're all rallying hard and like seeing Mansden was deceiving the whole time.
How
Like,
quickly you forget. Do you guys remember when the Capitol was stormed? Well, that was also the product of misinformation. It's a very big problem in our society these days. And it turns out that Kendrick Lamar and Donald Trump together are perhaps the greatest threat to this nation's sovereign power
Hey, for
or
real.
something.
That happened on my
Low
birthday.
key.
To me, K-Bot pales only to Donald Trump in terms of sheer danger when it comes to disinformation.
to me, it shows what a fucked up game we're living in to where you even got to do shit like that. Because if it was up to the people, it'd be not even a conversation. The general consensus has already proved that Kendrick won by a significant margin.
But that consensus was formed at least in part by the dislike ratio, which I agree. The dislike ratio is like the last thing that anybody would ever suspect somebody to be botting, whereas like live viewers is like something people bot very, very commonly.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, that's why they did it. It's
But
because it was like something that people wouldn't be likely to suspect them of.
Yeah.
No,
for
but
sure.
big dog, you low key just played yourself because a minute ago you said that the only way to even view the dislike ratio
And
is
exactly
on the Chrome extension
and
tab.
that's
So
why it was
recipe,
so
huh?
unlikely for them to pull this strategy, and that's why they knew that they would be able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes.
But you also said a minute ago that according to a lot of top YouTubers, it doesn't really have that much of an adverse effect.
But they know
This nigga did
that
his
people
homework.
view it as being important, so that's why they did
This
it.
is a crazy straw man argument for the fact.
What the guy did it.
That-
I mean, they're admitting it. Like until I see a rebuttal that seems authentic, I'm going to continue to believe that this battle was swayed by disinformation.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta pop out and show, brothers.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Oh God.
I mean,
What?
the
Bro.
truth is in detail,
Bro,
as my boy
like
says, man.
this shit shook the streets. Like they're like, when's the last time the streets have been shook like this, bro? From just one song, bro. Like nigga, I'll pull up to 7-Eleven playing that shit. Motherfuckers walking past my car and shit, be like, hey,
Yeah.
it's bitches and shit. Like, hey, I hear niggas passing by me in traffic playing it. Like, nigga, go.
I
was
would never.
It was like
I would never listen to
everywhere.
that song publicly.
Well, now it's
What?
like
It's just too.
I listened to it for like 3
Yeah,
days.
It has evil energy about it.
Oh, this nigga.
Yeah, they're
sound
trying to
crazy.
take down one of the great North American entrepreneurs of our time through a series of untrue allegations. And this is what they do. Once you reach a certain level of power, they will come to you and they will try to take you down. And if they don't have something really good to take you down with, they will lie.
Adam,
and that's what that record symbolizes.
Adam, it's just like BMX, hip hop. This is a man's sport. You feel me? You gotta be ready for competition at all times. When KRS-One, very pervertedly so, in retrospect, said Roxanne Shante is only good for steady fucking. That wasn't true. She might have been a virgin at the time, but that bar resonated. We're going back to 1986.
But isn't KRS-One complicit in African badass crimes against?
Right, but that's not the point. The point is, if it makes sense and the people believe it and the bar resonates, that's all that we care about. And at the end of the day, you have to be war ready.
Let me explain to you the difference between BMX and hip hop, and why when hip hop people, when rappers encounter skaters and BMXers, why they have so much respect for them is because if you can grind the 30 stair rail, there's no fudging the details. You did it or you can't do it. You did it and you broke your fucking kneecap open, or you didn't do it. There's no faking it. And that's why whenever I introduce rappers to someone who's like a pro skater or a pro BMXer, there's a big level of respect exchange, because rappers know that in this game, a lot of shit is fake. The numbers are fake. The jewelry's fake. The drugs are fake. The lean is fake, etc. The bitches are fake. The booties are fake.
The lean is fake.
A ton of shit is fake. The lean is fake.
Everything's fake.
And in BMX and skateboarding, it's like almost nothing is fake. So when we compare, you can't compare Matt Hoffman and Tony Hawk to K-Bot, because K-Bot faked the dislikes on Family Matters, and that means that he is a cap artist.
But you can't.